No one is from here. No one is from the physical universe. Absolutely no one. This identification, this is part of the spiritual community that drives me nuts. Drives me
Mhm.
absolutely nuts. I'm a star seed. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop. We've all had lifetimes as aliens. We'll continue to have lifetimes as aliens. We've all had lifetimes as a human. We'll continue to have lifetimes as human. No one is from the physical universe. No one is a star seed. If someone says I am and they put something after the I am and they identify with it, you know that it's incorrect because anything after I am is just a temporary experience. It's not what you are.
Would love to get your perspective of alien intelligence. You on UFOs. Um, from what you know, explain this phenomenon. People claim that they're star seeds, they're reincarnated from other planets. People say that there's multiple different alien civilizations watching the Earth right now. What's the truth? What do you know? I mean, obviously, on some level, it's not important, but I'm still fascinated by it, right?
Yeah. Okay. So, and I got to tell you, I was too. So I really don't remember when it was, how many years ago. I just don't remember. But I can tell you that there was a 3 or 4 month period where I meditated 6, 8 hours, 10 hours, like a lunatic. And the whole thing was just to communicate with aliens. So I kept track of all these different aliens that I was communicating with. The short version of what you said is yes, they're all over the place. Okay. But when we can start to understand, I think this is the door that will open this up for everybody.
Mhm.
Earth is what I call a pan-frequential being. Okay. What the hell does that mean? Okay. So it means that Earth exists where we are. Obviously, we're experiencing Earth, right? These first, the bottom three frequencies band together to form height, weight, and width, which we call three-dimensional. So we have our version of Earth. There's Earth that exists in the fourth frequency. There's a version of Earth in the fifth and the sixth and the seventh and the eighth and the ninth and the 10th and the 11th and the 12th. So this is what I mean about Earth being a pan-frequential being. There's also parallel versions, billions and billions and billions of parallel versions of Earth, and every single one of those Earths as well in the third and the fourth and the fifth. Okay, right? I mean, you can't even keep track anymore, right? You just can't keep track. Do aliens are right here, right now, operating in the fourth frequency. So they're a whole nother version of Earth where they can make themselves visible and they're right here. I used to sit, I don't know, maybe I'm revealing too much. Maybe I'm not.
No,
Okay.
please do.
I used okay.
Go for it.
I used to sit. I lived in an area that had mountains, right? And I used to be able to sit, climb up some of the mountain and sit, and it was just wide open. It was just absolutely beautiful. And I used
Mhm.
to adjust the meditation. I used to adjust the electromagnetic frequency of my brain so I could move up. I would ascend the frequencies. I'd go into the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and so on. Now, when you do that, everything that exists in these higher frequencies just reveals itself. So the point is that it's all here right now. It's not over there or out there. It's all here right now. It's just vibrating in a different frequency.
Mhm.
It's all in the same space. Think of a rubber band ball, right? All those different rubber bands, all those different timelines, all woven together, all touching one another, all influencing one another, and all in the same space. So it's a lot like that. It's all right here. We have to adjust our frequency and go past physical sensory perception, right? Because the body is attuned to and part of the local environment. The I am is not. It's attuned to and part of God itself. So we can literally adjust the frequency of our brain through detachment and through being diligent of meditation. We can start to see what is actually right here, just in higher frequencies. The the first dimension, right? We call this the third dimension. It's not the first dimension is all physical universe. It's packed, Brian. It's packed.
Mhm.
If you adjust the mind and you go up and you start to look, there's no space. This place is jam packed.
Mhm.
And aliens are just part of it. Aliens are just part of it. Now, let me just add a little bit more to this. No one is from here. No one is from the physical universe. Absolutely no one. This identification, this is part of the spiritual community that drives me nuts. Drives me
Mhm.
absolutely nuts. I'm a star seed. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop. We've all had lifetimes as aliens. We'll continue to have lifetimes as aliens. We've all had lifetimes as a human. We'll continue to have lifetimes as human. No one is from the physical universe. No one is a star seed. If someone says I am and they put something after the I am and they identify with it, you know that it's incorrect because anything after I am is just a temporary experience. It's not what you are. That's the easiest way to know that. So if someone is identifying, I'm a Pleiadian, I'm a star seed, I'm a this and that, we've all been everything. We've all been everything. No one comes from the physical universe. No one is from Neptune. No one. We are projections from our higher selves, which exist in much, much higher dimensions where there's no physicality whatsoever. It's just a misidentification with a temporary experience. And the easiest way to know that is that anything you put after I am is just a temporary experience and not who and what you are. Aliens are everywhere. Part of what freaks people out is that the aliens in higher frequencies can make themselves known and seen in lower frequencies and then phase out and go back to their, which is why they can just disappear. That's how that actually works. So
Mhm.
if the fifth frequency alien wants to make itself seen and known, because we're all in the same space, as I said before, if it wants to make itself known, it can drop its frequency into where we are, and then all of a sudden we see it, and then all of a sudden they disappear because then they go back to their frequency, which is outside of our physical sensory perception. So that's why things come and go and disappear. That's exactly what is actually going on. It's changing in frequency. And that's why they can appear and disappear at will, make themselves known, and then just take off. And everyone is left, well, that wasn't real because there's no evidence. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Aliens and humans are part of life itself. And no one is human, it's a suit. No one is actually alien, it's a suit. No one is actually comes from the physical universe. We come from our higher selves, which are projections of God's source creator. So when we start to lose the I'm a this and I'm a that, we lose the story that we're telling ourselves. We'll start to actually tap into who and what we really are. And that's the greatest evolution of consciousness, as well as the highest quality of life.